and then we move on to the freelancers. These are kids who've done well despite us. They didn't ask for our permission. They went to work, they figured out that they could be part of the international gig economy. Some of them knew how to make a logo, some of them knew how to write English, some of them knew how to make a website or maintain a WordPress template. These are skills that they picked up on their own. Most of them didn't even do an IT degree, right? Between them, they are the second largest online workforce in the world. What have we done for them? Not much. Here is how we have actually treated them poorly. The freelancers cannot easily monetize their skills. There is no PayPal in Pakistan, no Stripe payment gateway. Shouldn't be that hard to convince PayPal, for the second largest online workforce, to have access to a payment instrument like PayPal. That's very, very high priority for me. Enable PayPal payments in Pakistan. Enable a Stripe payment gateway in Pakistan. We're not talking about small opportunity here. This is the second largest online workforce in the world. If PayPal is not excited about that, God knows what else excites them. So I certainly want to go to them and vociferously argue for my online freelancers and online e-commerce companies that they could really benefit if they had access to PayPal and Stripe. The other place where we poorly treat our online freelancers is that because there's no PayPal, there's no Stripe, and these are literally two kids in a room, our banks refuse to open a bank account for them because they don't treat them as an organized business. These kids have to get all their payments into a friend's account overseas, pool that money for months, and then bring it back as domestic remittance. You talk to anyone in the government, they'll tell you that the exports that happen through online freelancing is maybe $200 million, maybe $400 million. Well, it is a lot more than that. They're not bringing that money to Pakistan, and even if they do, you see that as remittances. So there are times when the government wakes up and claims that remittances have magically gone up. These are not remittances that have gone up. There's no reason why remittances would overnight go up. This is your skilled workers beginning to benefit from the remote gig economy and finally bringing a fraction of that money back home that the country begins to see as remittances through Western Union and God knows what else. Because you've not given them any other instrument, any other framework to bring that money back home. And two, when they bring it back as remittances or as income, how much income tax do we charge them at the same rate that income tax is charged? We treat the IT industry at 0.25%. We treat these freelancers as income tax. They pay 10, 20, 30%. Why not treat them as the IT industry also? They're part of us. They're not part of the formal organized IT industry. These are two kids in a room. Why treat them discriminately? So therefore, we would extend the same policy to online freelancers. We're going to come up with a mechanism through which we can register online freelancers. And then we would extend the same tax regime to online freelancers also, 0.25%. They can get their payment via PayPal, Stripe, through formal payment channels. And once they do that, registered with us, they fall into this very favorable 0.25% tax regime. And so that they can now continue to wield their magic that they do on their own and bring this money back.